Welcome to an episode of Into the Lab podcast, where sports analysts and experts dissect the latest news from the NBA and NFL, giving you a unique view on some of the hottest topics around your favorite teams. From the fresh field smells of the NFL to the hardwood courts of the NBA, and possibly your comfy couch for your fantasy football team. Let's see what kind of news the lab is working with today. Here's your host from the Sports Analytics headquarters in San Antonio, Texas, Ernest Silva.
What's going on, guys? What's going on? We are back on a beautiful Wednesday night here in San Antonio, Texas. I am your host, Ernest Silva, Doc E for some of y'all. The lab coat is on. We are ready to go. And as we trickle in back to regular action, welcome to all of you. Picks and Rips, another night here on Wednesday. And of course, if you're here for the rips part, that means you need to know what you're commenting. You're commenting, "Let's go ITL." Inside of the comments, that gets you a chance to win a free pack. Let's go ITL. We'll flash that throughout tonight's episode. Get a free pack. We are doing a mini cup. Winner takes all. All hits will go to the winner of the mini cup at the end of tonight's episode. Must be present to win, guys. Let's go ITL in those comments. Don't miss out on that. But let me not be rude. Let me not be rude one more bit. That's right. Our crew here for tonight, other than myself, is my co-host for season number 8, Just Luke. Just Luke, what's up, bud?
Oh, just like Verizon across the nation today, A.J. Brown had no receptions, it feels like, in that playoff game. But let's not talk about those Philadelphia Eagles just yet. Glad to be back after a 6-0 betting weekend from your boy.
Holy crap. 6-0 for Just Luke. Sound the alarm. Just Luke goes undefeated. 5-1 here. So if you followed our picks, you absolutely made bank this past weekend. Jaden Cantu, our first person into the giveaway, mini Koth giveaway at the end of today. Next up is Kyle Skolsky hanging out with us as well, here for the waffle, I bet. Christian Bettis as well getting in on that mini Koth. Again, guys, Let's Go ITL gives you a chance to win some chases tonight in our mini Koth. Now, without further ado, Chris Connor with the Last Call podcast also hanging out with us tonight. Welcome back, Chris Connor. Talk to the people.
Man, it is. We get the Harbaugh watch up here in the Northeast. Will he commit to the Giants? Will he not? Does he go to the Falcons? Does he go to the Titans of all teams? And I'm just curious. We always have those moments where we remember where we were when, like, the Berlin Wall fell, when Prince died, we got shot. I just want to know, Luke, when Mike Tomlin stepped down, where were you and what was your reaction? Was there a party thrown at the Just Luke household?
I don't know. I don't know how I felt about it, Chris. I have been calling for Mike Tomlin's job for a very long time now. But I woke up with this sense of newness to me. After 19 years and almost 3,000 days without a playoff win, we might have a chance at a playoff win next year.
Wow. Does that feel good, Luke? Does that feel good? Being back inside the playoffs has to be a new feeling for you. It has to be. But I'm glad you're feeling that newness, that fresh feel coming off your playoff loss. But it's okay. That's okay, Luke. It's a whole new season next season. Right back at it. Guys, if you're here, we're going to start things off with the wonderful waffle races on Poke Planet. If you haven't joined Poke Planet, join Poke Planet today. Poke Planet, all one word. Go put in the search bar, Facebook. Go check it out. We do wonderful waffle races for wonderful products. And the first product that we are waffling off tonight is a duck race. That duck race is going to be for Unova heavy hitters, black and white packs galore. 12 packs in total there. Christian Pettis says, Mike McCarthy to the Steelers. Rodgers runs it back one more time. I don't know if that's what Luke wants. But you never know. You never know. They might just do it. Kyle says, did you see the interview with the Ravens owner? Question mark. Oh, Luke is excited. We are talking AFC North. It's our first topic tonight, so we're not going to give away anything yet. Luke is excited talking. I am too. I put it as one of our first ones. Zach Taylor being the only person not can in the AFC North was not on my bingo card. But let's look at our first waffle race, guys, for all you Pokemon fans and for those NFL fans alike. Come see what we can do here and get you guys some easy money. Also, here on ITL. All right, ITL's picks and rips tonight is going to be starting off with this waffle race. Duck race it is. At the top of the poll is going to be Mark Guajardo himself trying to get a dub after that Eagles loss this weekend. Jim Leader Anna in this one. Benjamin Early, Alyssa Ann hanging out with us. Caleb Wimpset, good to see you. Brandon McCann, I believe, had a few spots to close us up. And I think the rest are rinse and repeat. 1.5 minutes on this clock. The Ducks are set in the water. We go super full screen mode. And as always, the way we do this, Isaiah, good to see you. Good to see you, my guy. Excited. Guys, I'll let you pick a number before we start the race. Luke, pick a number 1 through 24, question mark? 23?
22.
22 is where Luke is going with this. And Chris Connor, pick a number.
I will go 20.
20 and 22 are the early on favorites from Luke and Chris Connor. I will not pick a number since I'm running the race. Good luck to everybody. We'll do the video on the next one. I'll let them pick a number after we do the video. Cue it up. Ducks are ready. Tags are ready. Good luck to all of you. And Unova Heavy Hitters goes home in one. Off. Good luck to everybody. PokePlanet, it's rated Marco Hardo up in first place. Now at the bottom of your screen, the Mermaid Duck going out there and his Rooster Duck right behind. Benjamin Early's Bald Duck facing a midlife crisis at the top in third. Gym leader Anna with the nurse suit coming up towards number 6 Duck. And of course, as always with our duck races, we like to mention our sponsor, Alamo City Automotive. Special thanks to Rudy Faz and team who take care of the vehicles around the Alamo City area. San Antonio's beloved son, Rudy Faz, Alamo City Automotive. Mention ITL or ITL Poke Protocol today to get a discount on your service. All right, Alyssa and Spider-Man Duck is up in the front. My kids would be absolutely yelling right now as they're all into Spider-Man. And again, if you're just tuning in, as we got a little bit of a spike here for people jumping in, this is for a Pokemon Unova Heavy Hitters box set. This is going home to somebody. 23 ducks in the water. Only one will emerge victorious. One winner in this duck race. 25 seconds left. Contenders, come up to the front. We have double early at the front. 2 bald ducks, to say the least. 18, 19. Is that a 22 I see over there? Uh-oh, Luke's seen his 22 duck at the top. He's liking it. Mark and Alyssa at the bottom. Who's going to come out? We know we have a late bloomer. Who's it going to be at the bottom? At the bottom, it's gym leader Anna's Clown Duck, and it's the 2 Duck getting the win. Jim gets a dub here on ITL. She has not won since October. Hold the phone. Let's see what the outcome was. Anna, Benjamin, Caleb, Brandon, Benjamin, and a Benjamin sandwich down towards the bottom there. Big Mac almost. Anna gets the dub. Congratulations to Anna. Mark, where did you fall off? I swear I said your name almost the entire race. Where did you go in this race? 13th and 15th. That's crazy, Mark. I thought you were in first the entire race. Anna gets a dub. Anna, I'll reach out to you tonight's show. Congratulations. Tyler Heilman with the product. Tyler Heilman gave that to ITL and the Planet. Thank you, Tyler. We will grab that from and transfer that over. That's the Unova Heavy Hitters, guys. A big congratulations to Anna. We get started here. A small loss for the ITL Sports Scientists on that one. 22 and 20. 22 was there at the end, though, right? 22 got second place. 22 got second place. So we had a chance there. The next one's going to be a Greyhound race as we transition. Again, guys, if you're here for NFL picks, you're in the right place. We won you guys money last week. We are going to go right into our NFL picks after the Waffle races and talk some NFL shop right now. Now, if you are here from PokePlanet, you said, what were the free packs, Ernest? I heard something about free packs. Comment, let's go ITL right now. Comment, let's go ITL. Share tonight's stream. Do everything to support our stream. We appreciate you. Comment, let's go ITL. You have a chance to win free packs into a mini Koth tonight. Winner takes all. All cards go to the winner of the Koth tonight. All right, our second race is going to be a Greyhound race, and this is going to be a doozy. This is a Silver Tempest ETB. That took a little bit to fill, but, Silver Tempest ETB, it's right here behind me. Boop, right there. Silver Tempest ETB will be going home. We'll ship out later this week to a wonderful winner. If you're in that one, welcome to the fun. We're going to get those tags out right now to you guys and make sure you guys see this race. Welcome to ITL for those late coming in. We have 170 of you guys joining across all platforms. Welcome, guys. If you're used to our podcast, we haven't recorded an actual podcast episode in a minute. It's been a minute. We do a live show, though, still. So we're calling this our Picks and Rips. If you're wondering why we're doing Pokemon, trust me, we do Pokemon and football now during the season. Then we'll do Pokemon and basketball when basketball comes up around. Jerry getting into the fun. Let's go ITL. Fourth contestant in. Guys, let's go ITL. Just comment, just like Jerry did. Let's go ITL. Get a chance at free packs tonight. Brandon McCann in it as well. Brandon, just missed your race, guy. Just missed that last race. You were very close. I think you were top 5. Might have been top 4. Maybe top 3. Let's go ITL, guys. Get in there. We will spin that wheel at the end of tonight's episode. It is a mini King of the Hill. Winner takes all. All hits go to the winner. Mini Koth tonight right here on ITL. All right, we're going to run that second race, so we're going to go right into it. Greyhound race, top of the queue, Corey Falcon, Queen Erica, Joe Singleton, Kyle Skolsky, Taylor Scoresman, Joe Singleton back in the fray. Adam Wiley asking me, Adam, make sure you're here, Adam. Henry Bauman, Late Night Richie with the snipe. I believe Kyle Skolsky has a snipe in here, and there's Queen Erica again, guys. Here we go. All 24 spots are listed. 1.5 minutes on the clock. The dogs are in the kennel. Yep, there's the Freudian slip we all wanted to hear tonight. Let's cue it up. We're about to start things off at the gate. Good luck to everybody. And I believe tags went out already. I will double check that. Going to that slip.
Emotional, damn it.
Yeah, that's the way we wanted to start off tonight. Of course, we probably should talk about some other stuff, but we're not going to on here. Good luck to everybody. Cue the start.
It's post time, and they're off.
Tags are in. Full screen. 3, 2. You wish, Christian. We did run it, Brandon. It was Anna. It was Anna that won that one. Congratulations, Anna, again. I think I still have it up in the background. We'll take a look again. Good luck to everybody. 3, 2, 1, and the dogs are off. Here they go. Dogs going up to the front. I didn't ask you guys who you picked, but I'll ask you live. Luke, what number do you like?
Chris Mejia, 18.
18 for Luke. Chris Connor, who you got?
I'm going with the Queen, number 12.
There you go. 18 and 12 are the picks here from the iTL Sports Scientists. Let's see what it is. This one brought to you by USAA. We know what it means to serve. Proud affiliate of ITL and ITL Poke Protocol. Go check all their wonderful products for the military service. You don't have to serve to bank with USAA, but check if you qualify today. USAA, serving the military community for over 100 years. All right, 50 seconds on the clock. Joe Singleton, double dog in the top right there. Kyle Skolsky also there. This is for the Silver Tempest ETB. Silver Tempest ETB on the line right here. Queen Erica's dogs up in the front too. And we have a huge pack at the front. Approaching the 30-second mark. No clear leader here. Everybody's up at the front, really. The whole pack is up there. Couple snipes hanging out in the back. We like to see those late bloomers come out and take this. Keep an eye on those numbers in the back, guys. Here we go, approaching the 20-second mark. If you're here for the Silver Tempest, welcome, welcome. Comment, let's go ITL for a chance to get inside the free mini cost tonight. Free mini cost, winner takes all. Mini cost challenge, packs going home tonight. Let's see who wins it. 9 seconds. Adam Wiley, Kyle Skolsky hanging out. Kyle Skolsky at the top making a run. It's Kyle Skolsky's dog at the top, and it's the Kyle Skolsky Greyhound coming up with a dub. I believe it's Taylor and Queen Erica in that order, but let's check it out. Kyle, Taylor, Queen Erica, Chris Mejia, Kyle Skolsky in a giant Kyle Skolsky Big Mac sandwich to end the waffle night. We did not get that right. 18's in the top 5, though. 18 is there again. Luke with the picks leading from the week and still staying hot. Congratulations, Kyle. Yeah, I already know your information, Kyle. I'm not going to shoot a DM. I already know. I'm going to just include in your order. I already got to send out. So we will get that squared away. Kyle putting the fire emojis in. GG's to everybody. Congratulations, guys. Waffles will continue through next week. We'll have brand new products, sealed and singles coming out. We have said singles are going to be the new fire. Let's see if singles are back. Good luck to everybody in the following races. We'll pull this off screen. And there you have it. There is your finish there, Brandon McCann. 4th place in that duck race. All right, guys. That is the waffle races of tonight. If you're here for the rip, stick to it, guys. Stick to it. Let's go ITL. 50 comments. Let's go ITL for your chance at the rip section. We go to picks now. We go to picks, and we're going to talk some NFL action right after this wonderful, wonderful transition. All right, round 1 for news around the league is sponsored by Alamo City Automotive. You know who owns that one. Well, let's talk about the AFC North, guys. The AFC North, wide open. Kevin Stefanski, gone. Mike Tomlin, gone. Right. Harbaugh, gone. The AFC North, wide open. Zach Taylor, still around. Zach Taylor stuck around. That was the first person I thought was going to be gone. And yet, he remains. AFC North is kind of your territory. Luke, I'll let you kind of kick off the discussion, but are you surprised by the fact that Zach Taylor's the one that's sticking around?
I don't think he's out of the woods just yet. we're still pretty early in the firing season for
That's
people.
true.
But I think John Harbaugh is the one that really kind of stood out to me, I think. And especially with the GM video, I don't know if you've seen it. He
Talk to the
was
people.
he was asked at a press conference that if Tyler Loop would have made that field goal, would John Harbaugh still be here? And he said for another week. So it feels like it was a foregone conclusion that John Harbaugh was out of there no matter what. Whether he won that game and then won in the playoff game or lost in the playoff game, he was done. So I don't know what the turmoil is there, but they're just like the Steelers. They have an aging roster. Lamar, there's so something with Lamar that there is something wrong with him. I don't know what it's going to be or what it's going to come out to be, but I don't know. That hamstring or his lower back is bothering him. I can't tell which one it is. Um, they have like I said, another aging roster. They have now no head coach and no leader. Now the Steelers are in the same position. They don't have a head coach after 19 years. The two longest tenured head coaches in NFL today both don't have jobs, which is insane. I would say the Steelers are in the better position right now just because somebody has to trade for Mike Tomlin if they want him this year. So they kind of hold the cards on that end. But that pretty much pushed the kibosh on Aaron Rodgers. He's done. He came to Pittsburgh for Mike Tomlin. He did not come to Pittsburgh for anything else. He is done for with the Steelers. And that leaves us with no quarterback and no head coach. And the draft is in Pittsburgh this year. So I'm very curious to see what the plan is for them. After watching what Houston did to our front seven, or I mean our offensive line, and then what they did to our front seven, it will be dedicated to the offensive line and linebacker and corner help for that defense. Now for the Browns, I truly don't know what they're doing. I really don't. You officially still have 4 starters on your roster right now, and you're still paying every single one of them. The Deshaun Watson thing has not gone away. He is still on the roster. He is still actively getting paid to sit on the bench behind Shador and Gabe, and that's a whole different situation, right? That defense is great. Jim Schwartz is good. I would love to see the Steelers reach out to Jim Schwartz for the defense coordinator position. I think he's a great defensive mind that the Steelers would need. But I don't know what their plans are. I really don't know. And then we come to the Cincinnati Bengals, who have been the most head scratching one of all. They have another slow start this year. Joe Burrow gets hurt again. They try to patch job with a quarterback, did not work. Joe comes back, but they're already out of it. So what was the point of Joe even coming back? You've got turmoil with Jamar Chase and them. They don't want to be around. He was actively on Twitch playing and saying we are not a good football team, and that's one of your supposed to be your veteran leaders. And he's actively trashing the team on Twitch on a live stream, just actively saying that. So the biggest question mark is that AFC North, man. It could go. We could have 4 completely brand new coaches in the AFC North next year, which is truly insane. After Mike Tomlin was there for 19 years, John Harbaugh was there for 18 years. And you know as well as I do, Marvin Lewis was a staple in Cincinnati for a very, very long time. So the AFC North has been steady for almost 20 years, and this is the first time in 20 years that we might have some turmoil.
Chris Connor, you're very big into seeing kind of the moving parts, like I am, with kind of noticing who's going where and what the transitions are. You saw in the comments we're talking about Matt LaFleur, right? We're talking about Mike McCarthy, even with the second person to bring up McCarthy in the reunited front, either McCarthy going to Detroit or McCarthy going to Pittsburgh. What are your thoughts on the AFC North? What is the biggest surprise to you?
It's Tomlin. Because I don't think they would have moved on from him. And that was a quote. I mean, I'll get to that quote in a second because that's going to tie me into Baltimore. But yeah, I thought Tom was going to stay because look, it's Pittsburgh. They weren't going to fire him. There's no real replacement on the staff, so you got to go out and what does Pittsburgh do? It's like, okay, do you go with Tomlin 2.0, which everybody thinks is going to be, of course, Brian Flores? Do you go outside the box maybe and get like, LaFleur from the Rams or even, the Rams pass game coordinator whose name escapes me for a second? Do you go with, Jesse Minter or hell, I was speculating. Do you get Marcus Freeman? I mean, if there was ever, we saw it before. They took a big swing back in the day when he first hired Tomlin, a young upstart coach nobody heard of. If there was ever a job, if you're Marcus Freeman that you go to, Steelers are perfect. You know you're getting, the owner's not going to fire you. You know you're going to have tenure. You know you'll have time. And that place just screams like perfect marriage. But we'll see what happens. As I was playing that quote from you heard from the replacements. That was what Harbaugh got into. Harbaugh's demise was he got into an argument with Lamar Jackson, saying he wasn't working hard enough. He was falling asleep in meetings, and it doesn't matter who's right. If you are the franchise quarterback getting paid $50+ million a year, you're going to win. So Harbaugh is out. I have, that's another program where you're like, okay, where do they go? Do they go offense? Do they go defense? There have been talks that Stefanski might go to the Ravens. I have no idea. Browns are a mystery to me. I mean, I get what Luke is saying, but man, look at all that draft capital. If you're coach, you're not married to the quarterback like you are in Baltimore or in Tennessee. You can see how the wins go with Shador. If he doesn't pan out, hey, next year take a big swing on maybe probably the best quarterback draft class we'll ever see. And there's young pieces in Cleveland to like. There's good young players. The owner's patient, which I can't believe I was saying about the Browns, but he is. I guess the one lesson we've learned about this is as long as your quarterback's going to back your play, like we've seen with Zach Taylor and Joe Burrow basically going, we want our coach to stay. No, you're not getting fired. If a star quarterback loves you, that's all that matters in the NFL.
Yeah, I think there was issues between every quarterback and every coach that got fired in the AFC North, and that was kind of my point. You kind of lead into my point. One thing I was telling Luke before tonight's stream was if you look at every single offseason, every single midseason issue, it was quarterback, head coach having issues. Coordinator, coach, play calling not suitable, right? Aaron Rodgers not suitable, not living up to par. It was something's wrong with Lamar Jackson. It's not meshing right now with John Harbaugh. There's like some issue happening in Baltimore. And then for the Browns, it was, is this Stefanski's last chance, right? Like Shador has to save Stefanski, right? And rightfully or wrongfully so, because I don't know if Stefanski deserved the boot either. Honestly, I don't know if that was needed. I know Harbaugh and Tomlin were kind of like 50-50. We need to part ways. This is done. The culture's over, right? But for Stefanski, I felt like there was still some time to marinate. The Deshaun Watson situation never massaged into place, and see that? No, not enough. All right, and the no, damn second one tonight. We can't even. Not gonna get it, huh, Luke? Not gonna happen. Got it.
Emotional, damn it.
That's all right. That's all right. Now the Browns defense, very, very good. They have a line. They have a star. They have a stud over there, Myles Garrett. The defense is stacked. I think you can build around the offensive weapons. Kind of iffy, right? How you think about it? They got a young rookie back, and if Shador ends up being something, right? You're not married to him. You're correct, Chris Connor, but there's something there. There could be something there. So I think the Browns job is very appealing. It's just the Browns. Like that's the problem. Is the Brown? It's need a complete redesign. The dog pound's cool, I guess. Hey, if you're watching in the comments, you want to comment who you think has the best situation. If you were a head coach in the NFL, where do you want to go? What is the team you would pick? Ravens, Browns, or Steelers? Pick one in the comments, guys. Let us know where you would want to go. Personally, if the head is right for Lamar Jackson, the Ravens' job to me is enticing. You got to get the defense right. They don't look like the Ravens of old. I think there's a lot of issues there on the defense side of the ball. Got to hire somebody that's going to be able to do stuff there and set a culture. And really, you got the players in place on the offensive side. It's there. I don't know contract situation, but I'm guessing it's there. And for your Steelers, it's what's the deal with Aaron Rodgers? Is that another year? Is that happening? There's questions around that. Do we need to call it, go back to our old name of the stadium? Like, is this? It should be Heinz Stadium, like, right? It should be going back. It doesn't make any sense. All the intros I was watching Houston Pittsburgh hated the stadium name. I was like, what are we doing here? It's like whenever they cue in and it doesn't say Staples Center in LA. It doesn't make any sense to me. Absolutely ridiculous. So, I just think that Chris Harbaugh kind of hits the nail on the head right there, right? Baltimore's too much talent to be in the position they're in. Not to mention Henry, he's a genetic freak, has a time horizon, got to win now. They are older, right? Like those are peak windows, especially for Henry. Wayne, one word, leave it on the table. It's just Ravens. I completely agree. I think the Ravens are the most enticing place. I think the Browns have the most potential given the age group. They're just not in their window, right? If you're in a win now mode, it's the Ravens, and I guess you have to be the Steelers if you have Aaron Rodgers.
I'll give you one sneaky team, though. The Falcons. It's a dumpster fire of a division. There's lots of talent. Who, if they get the right coach, they could win that division next year. I mean, it's the AFC. It's the NFC South. Who the hell knows who's going to come out next year?
Do you think Mike McDaniel gets another shot with the Falcons? No, doesn't happen.
Not yet. No,
he's a coordinator.
Okay. I don't wonder. I was telling this to Mark, and you guys can tell me if I'm crazy. McDaniel and Sirianni in the same head coaching room. Oh my gosh, turmoil in Philly.
Gross. Great gross combination.
All right, guys. Let's talk a little bit about the playoffs this past week, and we had some crazy games. Games were really good all the way up and down. I thought there was going to be 3 good games and 3 bad games. I said that all week. Ended up being, I think every game was pretty good. Every game kind of came down to it. You were thinking there for a while. The Packers-Bears game was just a blowout, and this was the game that Ernest called wrong. And then all of a sudden, the Bears came back and won it on a Soldier Field miracle. Absolutely love the slate of games. Intensity was there, and a lot of things we said on the show happened. So I'm going to give my hot take. You guys give me your hottest take. My hottest take is this. I still think the Bears are the miracle team in this and are the team to beat. I think Joe Tooney is inevitable. That is my take on this. I watched the highlights. I watched the Bears come back. They did not look great the 3 quarters, but call it the Tebow effect for me. Caleb Williams is clutch. He had some key moments in that 4th quarter, just looked absolutely stupendous. Like, this is the guy. I was watching it with Christian, actually, and we were watching this game, and I was like, oh, there's MJ, right? The joke, because it's Chicago. Don't get me wrong, I'm not delusional. Like, there's MJ, fourth down throw on the money, 3rd down throw on the money, leads a game-winning comeback. Bears win it. Now, I will say this. We did the winged horse of wonder to make sure that field goal was missed in the 4th quarter. So you guys are welcome, Bears fans. And so I believe in the Bears, and I think the Bears to me look like that team I'm going to get behind. That's my Rocky team for 2026. Luke, what's your hottest take right now after the first weekend?
First of all, I've got 2. 1, the entire city of Philadelphia burning to the ground, but also rising from the ashes together with the firing of Kevin Patullo. Congratulations. And now, you're absolutely right.
Chris Harvin's on the money on this too.
My Cinderella team this year, it's got to be Josh Allen. It's got to be the Buffalo Bills, man. The number 1 rushing team, the hottest team in the AFC besides the Houston Texans, which we'll get to later. The team that had the best rushing stats against the run, I should say. I mean, Josh Allen, but he had to be MVP, Josh. 2 rushing touchdowns, passing touchdown, passer rating of 108. The guy was a baller for them on Sunday, and they absolutely needed every single yard that man had to get the dub in Jacksonville. Now, Josh, listen to me, brother. One-on-one here. There's no Joe Burrow. There's no Patrick Mahomes. There's no Lamar Jackson. There's no Aaron Rodgers coming after you, my guy. You have to get it done this year, or it's your coach's ass. It's all of your coach's ass. You do not get this win this year. Well, I am on the train. I'm circling the wagons with the Buffalo Bills.
You know, I was mentioning this to a few people on different shows, but here's my main take. You got married, you're having a boy, go win the Super Bowl. Like, that is your trifecta. This is your moment, Josh Allen. Go do it.
Yeah.
Go be on
get
the pinnacle, the peak of your peak. Go do that, Josh Allen. And you're right. The big players, you missed Dak Prescott, but all the rest of them, right, they're not in there either. Sure. Now you still have to deal with CJ Proud. We can talk about that later. But you know, it's whatever. Chris Conner, wrap us up on this. Your hottest take from the weekend, my guy, from the playoffs.
This feels inevitable. We are getting Josh Allen versus Matt Stafford in the Super Bowl. Again, Ernest, I know you love CJ Stroud. But even he Josh Allen basically went on 4th and inch and said, "No, I'm taking this over," and pushed a 300-pound defensive lineman 10 yards back on a dive to get to that goddamn end zone. I get it. We've made fun of the Bills. They're almost as easy to make fun of as the Browns, the Clippers, the LOL Kansas City Royals, or even your Buffalo Sabres. And yes, Bills Mafia is the most degenerate fan base, even worse than Philly. They go through tables by themselves. I swear to God, they have various mental deficiencies there. But this is Josh Allen on hero ball mode. This is Matt Stafford basically pulling, fourth quarter drives. It's going to come out of those too. And I once again, I have the money is on the Rams, but God damn it. After watching this for the playoffs, I am now committed to saying the curse will be broken. We're going to see the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl by hook or by crook. If Josh Allen has to get beat up by a 2x4, Will Anderson, Christian Gonzalez, he's going to drag those goddamn Bills to a Super Bowl win if it kills him.
I mean, I watched the play where he was dragging players. I watched several plays where players and offensive linemen were like dragging players across first downs and end zones, right? And every single time I just look around me and I'm doing this. Damn! Like, I mean, it was pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive this week. And again, guys, our next segment, it is all for y'all. Get your pen and papers ready. We have 4 games coming up for you guys. 4 games coming up. We're going to talk about who we think is going to win. And if we are in alignment and the stars are aligned, you may be looking at some really good money this week. And so get those pen and papers out, guys. We finished 6-0, 5-1, 5-1 last week on our picks. A lot of people did well with their picks last week. Upsets were called. We're going to keep that and get you to the promised land. Let that money ride. Don't spend one dime. Take those winnings and just keep them rolling. We're about to go into NFL Primetime Pick'em here on ITL Picks and Rips. And if you're here for the rest of the mini King of the Hill tonight, stay tuned. Right after our picks, we go into our rips, and it is winner takes all 5 glorious packs into a mini King of the Hill as we talk about what we're doing in February and that Lovebirds GX going out for free. All right. Let's transition. Let's talk some playoff football. Let's get ready. Primetime Pick'em. It is sponsored and powered by USAA, a proud affiliate of ITL Picks and Rips. We know what it means to serve USAA, serving the military community for over 100 years. Go check your eligibility today for homeowners, auto, or life insurance. Our first game is going to be the game we're all tuning in here in the Lone Star State. That's the team that's left. We're going to watch in New England.
Okay.
Your Houston Texans, the 5 seed, travel to New England, the 2 seed, 3.5-point favorites at home, which means there's a half-point slight favorite there, as 3 points are the home advantage for these NFL playoffs, according to Vegas MGM. We are excited to talk about this game. Houston Texans defense looks elite as ever from weekend number 1. Wildcard weekend was good for Houston, but they won in spite of a very struggling C.J. Stroud, who had 3 turnovers in the first half and struggled to lead offensive potency. It was 7-6 going into the fourth before the defense opened up that game. Guys, I am biased. I'm going to start this one off with Just Luke, who has complete unbiased in this game. Just Luke, talk to us about this game and how you're feeling.
You know me, E. Defense wins championships this time of year. But I'm telling you right now, brother, if that C.J. Stroud that played Sunday shows up in Foxborough, it's going to be a long day for the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
A long day. I don't think that'll be the case, but the thing that they have that the Steelers don't have is a mobile quarterback, and I think that's what's going to be the key in this game. I think Drake May is going to absolutely be very useful on the ground with Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson, that 1-2 punch. And they will make enough plays to beat the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans actually never won a road playoff game in their history, and they won theirs last week. They're not winning 2 this year. Give me the New England Patriots at home, winning cover.
You have them covering 3.5, Luke?
Yes, sir.
Patriots 3.5 are the first pick here on ITL Picks. Beautiful Wednesday night in San Antonio. Chris Connor, talk to me about this game and where are you leaning?
If Nico Collins was healthy, I would take the Texans. But he's not. I don't think he'll play. This is his second concussion this year. He was carted off the field. And yeah, this Patriots team is not that good, but CJ Stroud doesn't look right. He has not looked right all season long. I think Nick Haley is not the answer. That's a team that should get Mike McDaniel and go, look, just fix CJ Stroud, do something. Make this offense more pass friendly. We can't have, a rotating offense quarters who have no idea what they're doing. It's going to be a rock'em sock'em street fight of a game, but I just think the Patriots with Drake May, that rushing attack, will do just enough to win. Give me 13-9 Patriots in an ugly but just hard-fought game.
You have a small cover then. You like the 3.5.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. If you're going to call me and tell me this is going to be a nasty defensive game, physical game, and the team that's more physical is going to win, it's the Texans for me. The Texans win that game. It's not the Patriots. But Nico Collins is out, which it seems like that's the trend. It's hard for me to see this Houston weapons do something against New England. You're able to kind of stay in the game a little bit against Pittsburgh, but New England's a different animal. You're talking about the number 1 defense. It's the number 3 defense in this game. This is a very difficult game for Houston on the road and a playoff environment, very familiar to all fans everywhere, thanks to Tom Brady and his greatness. So we know how difficult it is to win in New England. We know that. Houston wins their first ever franchise playoff game. And here's my take, and here's what I'm going to say. Here's my official take on this. Houston wins this game. Okay? I'm going to take Houston to win this game. Here's how. Houston wins because the defense keeps them in it. Houston wins because they will play on the road, and I don't think this is the nerve game. I don't think this is the game that C.J. Stroud falls short to. It's going to be in the AFC Championship, where the lights just maybe a little bit too bright for him, depending if it's in Houston or not. And I think that this is the game where C.J. Stroud actually plays out in the first half. May dwindle because the defense is going to be good, but shows out. Christian Kirk has a game. Dalton Schultz has a game. And experience comes to play with Chubb, Schultz, and Christian Kirk. Give me Houston to do just enough in this game. And the defense to cause some turmoil, even cause at least 3 turnovers on that famous Drake May on the other side of that ball. Give me Houston to win this game 21-17 in a game that is not sexy whatsoever. Just smash mouth 2 p.m. football on Saturday to kick things off. There's a reason why this is not primetime, guys. This is a defensive juggernaut game. But similar to all things in Houston, it's all defense. We struggle offense. The Cougars are like that too in basketball. You watch the Houston Cougars basketball team, it's like they're all defense, no offense. It just goes to show you. But give me Houston. I like Houston this game personally. I'm going to take the money line upset win. I'm not pounding spread. I'm going to straight money, and that's a fan pick though. On the money line, you probably want to take the spread on that. Stroud is the only thing that can keep Houston defense from winning. You're not wrong, Chris Harbin. And he showed that in round number 1. Hopefully he can prove all of you wrong and he can return to CJ Proud status as they go up against what's probably going to be the Bills, depending on how this panel picks in just a moment. But Houston, New England is the first pick here on ITL Picks, guys. Nothing for your parlay. We'll talk about some other player props we have if we can't agree on anything tonight. But game number 2 is about to get on your screen. Before we go to game number 2, don't forget, comment Let's Go ITL. You get a chance at free Pokemon packs tonight. We are ripping that tonight. This is a Picks and Rips show. The rips happen right after our picks. We have 3 more games. We are doing a mini cost. Who takes the file? Good luck to all of you who are already on the list. We got a whole bunch of you on. I think we have 9 or 10 of you guys on there. Good luck to all of you. 5 people play tonight. All right. Our next game, guys, another 2-5 matchup. We are going to be going to the beautiful city of Chicago.
Hey, I just went bought a watch with a whole lot of diamonds to show all these niggas it's my time. Took a trip back to Cali to hang with the Crips, make a play and get high off that Zaza. I say R.I.P. Kobe, a nigga so far when I ball.
Those 5-seed Rams are the favorites on the road, 3.5-point favorites against the number 2 seed Bears. Again, home dogs in this playoff series. The Bears, opposite of the Texans, are not favored at home. Like they are the young guns. This one, I am also biased. Chris Connor, start us off on this one.
Ooh, where do we begin on this? It's a team which we expect to win. They're the odds-on favorites, the Rams, and yet the Bears keep defying all logic. Multiple comeback victories. The coach is an a-hole, but we all love him because he is an a-hole. Caleb Williams has meltdowns, but somehow still, puts on a Superman cape and does it at the end. I'm still sticking with the Rams because they're my pick. But God damn it, I'm tantalized to pick the Bears because this is not your grandfather's father's brother's Bears. This Bears team led by Ben Johnson, Joe Tooney, Montez Sweat, DeAndre Swift, and that wide receiving core, and even Caleb Williams. They just refuse to lose. So yeah, give me the Rams in a nail biter, but I just trust, McVay and Matt Stafford more than I do Ben Johnson right now.
That's extremely fair. I think that's a fair analysis too. Really, the pressure is on the Rams to steal the deal on this Bears team on the road. The Bears are playing with absolute money. I don't think anybody said, hey, Bears championship this year, right? Now they are in the top 8. Like, you have exceeded expectations for this year. You're a fantastic football team. The head coach has all the praise. I think you're playing with house money. Like, go out and make a difference, right? Like, Bears are playing carefree until it's the 4th and you have a lead and you need to keep it. I think that's when the pressure really turns on and we see who they are. But so far, when the pressure's on for the Bears, they've turned it up a notch. And I think when it comes to the playoffs, turning up a notch and having another gear is what separates great teams from good teams. I think you saw between the Packers and the Bears have another gear. There is another gear to this Bears team where they step up, especially at home, and a night game at Soldier Field where you're the Bears and you're going to have a chance to show everybody again, we are for real. And is this the Caleb Williams we're going to see that steps up for more than just a quarter and a half to lead this Bears team to victory? I'm going to call upset on this game. I'm going to call Bears money line on this game. I think the Bears show out and showcase why they are the better team. I'm not going to say it's going to be pretty. I think their Bears are going to have moments. They're a young team. They will have turnovers. The Rams are an experienced team. McVay is an experienced coach. Give me the Bears in the upset pick here. I like the odds of Caleb Williams being able to pace this offense. Odunze coming back adds another element to the offense. You could see that they were a little bit more timely with their passes, and the offensive scheme got better as he warmed up through the game. And that Bears defense, we talk about Houston, New England, that Bears defense is good too. That Bears defense can shut down people, and they have all year. New England, Chicago, easiest schedules this year in the bottom 5. I still like Chicago to come out in this game. I think they are a good team. At home, tough out. Give me the Bears to win this. But if Vegas says anything, they think the Bears are 6.5-point underdogs in this. Remember, the home team gets 3 points. So they think that they're a touchdown worse than the Rams. Just keep that in mind as you're making this bet. My bet so far, though, is against Vegas. I'm going Texans, Bears in my first 2 picks as I build my parlay out. Just Luke.
Yeah, so you want to talk about last week. I mean, a pick like this is tough because I usually go off of, whatever team celebrated the most. It was a nail biter. Both of these games were absolute nail biters. The Rams showed some gut in the fourth quarter. Chicago Bears, fourth quarter, Caleb Williams needs to be studied in a lab, what he did. Maybe we'll study here in the lab what he did in the fourth quarter this year so far. There's not a lot of teams. What do I say, Ernest? There's not a lot of teams that are built to go to Soldier Field in January. Ain't a lot of teams built like that. But this Rams team is. Kyron Williams is there. Blake Corum's there. Sean McVay, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford. Soon to be MVP Matthew Stafford, might I add.
Maybe.
I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy game for the Rams. But I'm telling you right now, we're going to have an NFC West matchup in the NFC title game. Give me the Rams.
So, Luke, just because I cut out for me in there, you're taking Rams?
Rams covered.
All right, you got a Rams cover on there. Chris Connor, Luke, opposite of me so far through 2 games. And we are not sweeping up any sort of big ITL parlay yet. We have 2 games to go on here, which is a good transition. Those of you in the San Antonio area, clean up your messes with Brightway Cleaning Service. Reach out to us today and find out how Brightway Cleaning Service can help you. Brand new sponsor of ITL. We will have more and more coming as ITL continues to grow. We have 30 on Facebook. We have 197 of y'all across other platforms. Welcome to ITL Picks and Rips. If you're here for the rip session, we are 2 games away. If you're here for the picks and you want to earn some money to go towards rips at home, you need to be taking notes right now. We are going to our 3rd NFL divisional game, which is going to be a doozy as we see the man of the hour that we've been talking about the most, Josh Allen, have some fun against an adversary. Let's cue it up and show what we're doing in Denver.
And I don't even smoke like that. Already elevated cause I roll like that. I be levitating on a daily, baby. Steady meditating, grab a yoga mat. Breathe out, baby, don't hold it in. Breathe in, baby, your soul needs that. Fools out here thinking that we done. Wait till I see another man hold it back. Not too many.
There you have it. Your 6-seed Bills going on the road against the Denver Broncos, 1-point favorites at home, which basically means this is a toss-up money line game for Vegas. It is a toss-up game for us. And I get to have the wonderful pleasure of starting the toss-up game. Way to play that one, Ernest. And we start this one off here. Josh Allen is the man of the hour. All eyes on him. He is going to be the quarterback to beat in these playoffs besides Matthew Stafford. I think Chris Connor said it earlier. Those are the 2 quarterbacks. We are inevitably going to a timeline where it's going to be them 2 in the Super Bowl. That's what NFL dreamers want. That's what storyline makers want. And Josh Allen, this is it. You have nobody in front of you besides Matthew Stafford with experience that has taken you out, that has been somebody as a hurdle until it is you at the top of that podium where everybody's aiming for you. Josh Allen is Hercules in Buffalo. He is a god to Bills Mafia. He is everything Buffalo football. And he will be on all eyes here as that offense between him and James Cook and Kincaid will be what everybody watches to see if they can lead this Bills team to the promised land. It will be interesting to see Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen meet again if that was going to be the AFC Championship. That's a storyline we haven't talked about because I don't believe it's going to happen, but it could. And Josh Allen, this Bills team, the Bills defense also is nothing to write home about. Top 10 defense, really good team. Overall, they wouldn't be here if they weren't good, right? But the defense does match up well against the Denver Broncos. The Broncos have been relatively inconsistent. If you're not familiar with Broncos football, you turn them on, you can see they look like they're just absolutely spectacular, and they can look to lay a huge dud. So it just depends on which Broncos team lines up. At home, the Broncos defense and team are favored quite a bit, which is why they're still favored in this game. They win their games by a plus 17.5 point margin at home compared to a plus 3.5 on the road. This Broncos team is hard to beat at home. We know that from past experiences, from the John Elway days to all the way through the Tim Tebow days, it is hard to win at Mile High Stadium. And when it comes to the Denver Broncos, altitude throwing, not a forte. But luckily for the Bills, that's not what they need. Josh Allen and James Cook to cook on the ground. They need them to be able to control the clock, and they need them to do it to keep Bo Nix and that offense off the field. Give me the Bills to win in another upset game for me. I'm taking Bills money line in this game. I have 3 upset money line picks on my parlay to really boost your wallets. Give me the Bills to upset the Broncos on the road. Sometimes taking the bye in the extra time is not worth it. And I don't think this is favorable for Denver to have the week off. I think Bills get out early and then the Broncos play comeback, but it's not going to be enough. Bills win by a game winning field goal on the road to go to the AFC Championship. Just Luke.
Yeah, I want to start off with Sean Payton. I mean, everybody was writing him off pretty much 2 years ago with the Russell Wilson disaster. And he has coached a well-coached, organized team back to the playoffs. So good on him. Good on Bo Nix. But you're a year too early, my guys. You're a year or two too early. I have to trust Josh Allen and the best running game, James Cook, on the road in Mile High. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout win for them. Might be a 1-point kicker to win. It might be a 2-point. It might be a 3. It's going to be close. It's going to be nail bite at the end. But I'm going to have to take Josh Allen. To me, the Broncos just fuck around and find out way too much. And they've been more on the fuck around and get out, not fuck around and find out. I think this is the find out part of the section here. This is not a team you want to play that game with. And so I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills on the road to Mile High. Ugly, gutsy win on the road.
There you have it. Bills Mafia's got to be pleased a little bit with ITL. We haven't been really pro Bills Mafia here in a while. We've kind of been on 50-50, but so far we're riding the Josh Allen train. Chris Connor, do we have our first TSG guarantee of the divisional round?
Yes, because again, it's going to come down to quarterback. And I get it. Look, Bo Nix isn't as bad as everybody says he is. Can he put up the points? Was there going to be when the opposing team has a quarterback that's just, in Superman mode and is, putting up 40, maybe even 35 points? Can Bo Nix be that guy who goes, yep, I'll match you point for point? I just don't see it. It's too many games, the last 5 games of the season, Raiders, Packers, the loss to Jacksonville, beating the Chiefs by 7 without Patrick Mahomes, beating the Chargers 19-3 when Herbert's not playing. It's this, their defense looks good, and they have a good defense, but Josh Allen's a whole different beast. Look, this is inevitable. This is what the NFL wants. It's tried for years. They've done everything they can to get Josh Allen that Super Bowl, and unfortunately, as to quote all those Buffalo Mafia fans, those damn dirty Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes cheated. We have no proof, but that's how they do it. I know that's why I love, hate the Chiefs, the Bills Mafia. Delusional as always. But yes, this year it's happening. If it's going to be, once again, Josh Allen pulling Superman out of his, back pocket and leading the Buffalo Bills to victory over the Denver Broncos this weekend.
I love it. By my picks and by my count, that is a TSG guarantee. Wave those fingers in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. That's a guarantee pick. A TSG guarantee means that we are guaranteeing that pick in all of our parlays, and it's entering our main ITL betting pick. for the weekend. One pick does not do it for us. We put our own parlays in, but universally we're all including that pick no matter what. Bills money line going on that parlay no matter what in each of our parlays. Congrats to everybody for that easy win. That guarantee is brought to you by Blue Collar Media Group. Shout out to Steve Reisner. Good luck, guy, this week. You're going to need it. Our final game is going to be in Seattle, and I hopefully will be watching this with just It's Rated Mark Guajardo. Hopefully we're watching this together this weekend, guy. Here we go. Let's see what our final game is.
It's going up right now. They cannot hold this down. Tell me who run this town. Whoa, wow, you ought to know by now. They cannot hold this down. Tell me who run this town.
Your 6-seed 49ers going to the Seattle Seahawks, 7-point favorites in this game. The home team, the true favorite, Seahawks most complete team, probably in the playoffs according to most sport analysts. And we have a game on our hands of West Coast mentality. 4 of the 8 teams, West Coast football teams, by the way. We haven't mentioned that once tonight, but that is true. And Chris Connor in fashion. You're not going to have the last call on this one, but you're going to have the first of the last call. Who do you like in this juggernaut of a matchup between the Seahawks and the 49ers?
It makes zero sense. The San Francisco 49ers are here. They take on the Eagles. No Fred Warner. No, Kittles is out. Literally within like the first couple plays of the game. Ricky Pearsall's not playing. Their pass rush is beaten up. Brock Purdy has been in and out of the lineup this year. They had to rely on Mac Jones, and yet Kyle Shanahan is pulling every friggin' trick out of his bag. Double reverse, wide receiver throwing touchdowns to the running back, flea flickers. They're zone blitzes. Robert Saleh is getting that team motivated. I keep saying it's all about the players. It's not about the coaches in the playoffs. But God damn it. As I said, this 49ers team makes no sense. I've given up trying to explain them to people. They just win. And look, I get it. Seattle is the better team. They have more talent. Mike McDonald's done a great job. That defense is nasty, but it's tied 1-1 this year. 49ers went to Seattle, beat them in the opening game. Last game, Seattle went to San Francisco and beat them. These games are rock fights, but you know what? I just got a feeling that Sam Darnold's going to throw up on himself. And somehow, I don't know if it's Christian McCaffrey throwing a touchdown pass to Brock Purdy out of, a double reverse, annexation of Puerto Rico play. Kyle Shanahan is going to figure out a way to get this team over the hump. Can't believe I'm saying this. Give me the 49ers.
I like it. Anytime we can get a plug on that annexation of Puerto Rico, we put it in there. That's for sure.
What kind of play you got for this situation?
How about the annexation of Puerto Rico?
Tell you what, somebody who is all pro Niners here is Mark Guajardo. Going with the Niners, yeah, they beat us, but I want chaos in the playoffs. Go Purdy is Mark Guajardo there, and Christian strictly comes back Darnold over Purdy. Just straight up. That's just what we're saying. Holy crackers. We've got the debate happening inside the comments. And guys, give us your takes and your picks. We always love to see what your picks are for these kind of games. We've got one call in the books there. That's the last call. Just Luke, who do you like in this game?
Yeah, so I'm going back to the old rest versus rust. The last game, the rust was going to get the Denver Broncos. I believe the rest for the Seattle Seahawks was great. Got rejuvenated. What else could possibly happen to this San Francisco 49ers team? Now you're down Ricky Pearsall and George Kittle. You have Brock Purdy and CMC. That is what you have. You have Robert, I think his name Robert Tongas. His last name is Tongas. I don't know what his first name is. That's your new tight end going in there. I don't know if Trent Williams is going to play. I just don't know. I think the Seattle team is built for this moment right now. They have They have the mojo. Mike McDonald is a great defensive mind. I've seen that Seattle Seahawks defense in person, and it's for real when they played the Steelers. And I believe the 12th man in Seattle is an absolute weapon to have in your back pocket, especially in the playoffs now. So I'm going with the home team in the Seattle Seahawks. They had the rest. I think it's going to be a nail biter in the first half. I think they slowly chip away in the third and then pull away in the fourth. So give me the Seattle Seahawks.
So, Luke, you're going with Seattle
I am
to cover?
cover.
Whoa, man, to cover is wild.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. They ain't got nobody to cover him. They don't.
I am a fan of this game. I love divisional playoff games. It's a huge perk to me to see these teams go a third time at it. I love the Bears-Packers game. You just get familiar. It's just smash mouth football at that point. Smash mouth football, I tend to go with the more talented team in those instances. And to me, the more talented team on the field in that moment, maybe not injuries galore, maybe not complete roster to bottom if you take injuries out of it, is going to be Seattle and that 12th man. I think it's very difficult to win in Seattle. We've known that they go on runs. There's also a lot of things in the universe that is predicting a Seattle-Chicago NFC championship here. I'm not going to take that away. I'm going to ride that. I believe Vegas and the universe are one in this kind of instance. But in matchup terminology, you don't lose to your division opponent twice at home. I think that's a get-right game for that, too. Seattle's going to come in really guns a-blazing. They're going to be fired up. This is a team that plays well with rest, unlike what I think about the Broncos. I think the Seahawks benefit from it. Give me the Seattle Seahawks to win, but not cover in this game. I think this is a great game. I think this is going to be a divisional game where it's very close the entire way. Lead changing. Cooper Kupp in the game. Going to see some action between the two teams. I like it. Seahawks win this game, but don't cover. Yes, Luke.
So by your calculations, you want Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen to reunite in the AFC, and I have Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford reunited in the NFC title game. Interesting.
Yes, you have both of those things happening, right? Don't you
Yeah.
have
Mhm.
Bills, Patriots,
Yeah.
Seahawks, Rams happening?
Do.
And I have I have the complete opposite aside from the Bills. I have Houston, Buffalo, Chicago, Seattle. I'm completely opposite in that regard, but almost completely opposite. I guess 2 games different, but I do like that. I think those reunions are storylines, and I can see the NFL building towards them, and that's money. That's money in the bank.
Yeah.
I think overall this is going to be a really fun weekend of football. This might be the biggest weekend of where do things go. There are a couple of cursed timelines that are also in effect here for those who don't follow. The Cubs winning the World Series apparently altered the timeline of what reality we're in, and the Bears winning would alter us back to that timeline. Is like a complete theory from sports. It's an interesting theory. So there's that theory happening as well. We talked about this earlier from Chris Conner getting lifted, and so we have a lot of those kind of things happening. Don't get too wrapped up in it, guys. Let's just keep it football on paper on the football. I like the teams I picked. Our parlays are as follows. Houston money line, Chicago money line, Buffalo money line, Seattle money line is what I'm going to be posting. Luke is going to be going New England spread, Los Angeles Rams spread, Buffalo money line, and Seattle spread on his parlay. For Chris Conner, New England spread, Los Angeles spread, Buffalo money line, and I think I have this right, but San Francisco money line. Is that correct? Did I get that right?
Yes.
Yeah, got that right. All of them great plays, guys. Follow who you want. Luke is currently 6-0. Chris Conner and I are 5-1 for this year's playoffs. We hope we win you guys some money on our ITL Picks show. Thank you guys for being with us throughout the entire episode tonight. If you're here for sports and you're done, adios, guys. Thank you. We hope you have a wonderful night. I think Chris Conner probably going to plug out right now, so stick around so you can hear where you can find his content. Luke and I are going to stay on with those.
Ernest, I thought you wait a minute here before we stop talking football. I thought you were going to talk some transfer portal because you've been crowing about that all week long. Hey, Texas won the transfer portal.
I didn't.
Hey,
I didn't want to. I didn't want to keep the people, but I did want to talk transfer portal. I did.
you might as well, Ernest. You've been peacocking like there's been no peacocking in 2025. So, Ernest, let your peacock feathers fly as you get to say, "Hey, Texas won the transfer portal."
So the reason I wanted to bring this topic up is because there's been a lot of shit talkers throughout the last few weeks that talked about Texas losing people, right? And so the big thing about this is that this is basically what Texas did the last 10
I'll
days.
show you how to drink a beer, motherfucker. Fucking man cow. L'chaim.
Oh, hey, I think somebody's trying to chug in my face. Look out, Germans. You got chutzpah, Fuckelstein.
That's basically what Texas is doing. Texas's class, absolutely astounding. Did we lose some pieces? We did. We now officially have the number one class, led by the transfers of Cam Coleman, coming out the wide receiver from Auburn. Oh, I have my list here. I put it away because I wanted to talk about it. Cam Coleman coming out. We just picked up Jonte Newman from Texas A&M, the offensive tackle that was a 4-star coming out of high school. We have I already talked about Cam Coleman. Rasheem Biles coming out from Pittsburgh. I mean, Justin Cryer coming out. We fixed the linebacker problem. Dylan Sikorsky comes out, the lineman interior. We got not Zion Williamson, but Zion Williams coming in, the defensive lineman. I mean, we just keep raking it in. We covered special teams to start, which is where all the jokes were at. But we continue to gain more and more talent. And the reason why players were leaving is because our senior class is also returning. We have returned our starting defensive tackle. We returned our starting safety. The cornerback who left came back. We are starting to see non-transfers happening from the players that initially were declaring and leaving the transfer portal. Texas is absolutely stacked. And the running back situation got even better in the offseason as we move on from Wisner and Baxter. I'm telling you, I am in hog heaven when it comes to Texas football. And if Arch Manning continues this trajectory of how he played towards the end of the season, oh boy, I am going to be absolutely unbearable for 4.5 months next year. And you guys have to live through that in season number 9. But until then, there's my Peacock 5 minutes. I didn't want to go in. I thought I'd just take like a bunch of time. So that's my Cliff Notes version. But yes, that is. I absolutely wanted to gloat about that. Chris Cotter.
They had to look. I give Texas credit. They watched as the new Darth Vader. That is Kurt Signetti had put up another great transfer class, and they're going, crap, we got to take care of this guy. Then they watched as Ohio State added on James Smith, Terry Moore, Hunter Welching, Earl Little Jr. All right, we got to watch out with this team. Then they even saw Ole Miss and LSU just going, screw it. You want this guy? We'll take this guy. So they finally put their big boy pants on. And Ernest, that clip you show, that doesn't even do justice. This was Texas going to Alabama, pantsing them, spanking them like a bastard redheaded stepchild, stealing away Hollywood Smothers. And they think, okay, it's going to be enough. No, we're not done. We're going to get an ACC defensive first-team linebacker extraordinaire, Rasheem Biles. And now it's Biles and Colin Simmons at linebacker. Oh, but then, just to make Arch happy, because we all know that's what Sarkisian. Arch, I know, gotta get more weapons. We're gonna get you Cam Coleman. So you might have now as Will Thomas said, Tailgate Talk SEC, the best transfer player in the portal, a guy who might be the third best wide receiver in the country, is now in Texas. So. Ernest, if they don't win, you have to then, we need a heel turn from you going, Steve Sarkisian was never our coach. Arch Manning is a fraud. Because they've given him everything. They gave him 3 of the best players in the transfer portal. They put the big boy pants on. They stole away from Alabama. If they don't win the SEC, if they don't make it to the playoff championship game next year, Ernest, we need a heel turn from you.
You might get it. We should be fantastic next year. This should be one of the best college programs. It might be one of the best college football teams bought by money in a very long time. I'm ecstatic. But everything you said is correct. If peacocking had to be finished up, that was it. Texas football looks great. If you aren't familiar with the Texas transfer portal, go look it up. It looks like a cheat code right now. An absolute cheat code. Luke, I don't know, you've been kind of quiet over there. I don't know if you want to add anything.
You still have Steve Sarkisian as the head coach, so we'll see.
Yes, that's true. I'm happy with him. Guys, that's our football episode tonight. We appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. Chris Connor, everybody, making his grandiose exit. Chris, tell people where they can find you.
You can check me out at lastcallpodcast.com, also on X, YouTube, Rumble channel. We just dropped an interview with Will Thomas, talks transfer portal, college football playoffs, Indiana versus Miami, who's going to win. Dylan Raiola to back up Dante Moore. We called it. And tomorrow I'll be dropping an interview where Manny Montreal and I go all out on TKO Boxing on Paramount Plus, and why Jake Paul getting knocked out was the best thing for Manny Montreal and boxing fans in 2025. But Ernest, always a pleasure to have you on the show. I'll be seeing you next week. And yes, I'm secretly rooting for your Texans. Nico Collins missing this game is going to be too much.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I know it. But I appreciate you as always, Chris Connor. And we'll message throughout the game, especially if Houston does pull it off. I know we're going to talk. But I appreciate you so much. All right, guys. It is time for the RIP session. Let's get it going. Now, some of you were able to get in on it. You have one last chance. You have 15 seconds if you're watching. 32 of you on Facebook. We have 207 of you across other platforms. Comment "Let's go ITL" in the chat. Free chance at a Pokemon pack. If an SIR gets hit, it's going home to you. We have 5 packs getting ripped in this mini Koth session. It's going to show you guys how King of the Hill works here. That's what Koth stands for. The winner is the one who gets the highest HP pack. The highest HP pack takes home the cards, no matter if it's all hits, no matter if it's all duds. It's all duds. I'll add some hits in there for you guys like I always do. Comment "Let's go ITL." Get a chance on that wheel. Do not miss out. Wesley getting in on that wheel now. We're going to spin that wheel in 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds. Comment "Let's go ITL." Get a chance at the pack. I'll tell you what pack you're going to get. Wesley, I have you in. Alvin, I have you in. Chris Harbin, you're in. Wayne is in. Jaden, Jerry, Brandon, Chris Mejia, Kyle Skolsky, Christian Pettis. You must be present to win. You must have stuck it out through the picks to get the rips. Let's see who's here, guys. If you're not on that wheel, get on that wheel. Comment "Let's go ITL" right now. Must be present to win. If you're on the wheel, put an emoji in the chat, guys. Show me you're still here. Show me you're still here by putting that emoji in the chat. Get those free packs for you guys. Top HP pack wins the hill tonight, guys. Top HP pack wins the hill tonight. Kyle is here. I know Alvin and Wesley are here. Put those emojis, guys. Do not miss out on free packs tonight. It is as simple as that. Get those emojis in 5 seconds before we spin the wheel. Let's put that wheel up on front. And of course, as always, our newest sponsor, Brightway Cleaning Service here in San Antonio, Texas. Contact Brightway Cleaning Service today. They are a wonderful, wonderful cleaning service. They clean the studio. We work with them in partner. And we will have their information in the comments of tonight's episode. Check them out. Chris Harbin got you. Christian Pettis here. Chris Mejia here. And guys, must be present to win. Here we go. Tossing that thing on the screen. Let's do it. The wheel is up. The entries are done. We are about to hit the rip section of tonight's segment. Good luck to all of you. The first pack into the King of the Hill is going to be Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks, our first pack. Who is it going to be? Here we go. Our first winner is Kyle Skolsky. Kyle Skolsky getting in on the action early. Kyle gets a chance. Got the dub earlier in the Greyhound race. Kyle looking to take home a silver Tempest ETB and the hill tonight. Kyle getting in on there. Kyle, I know you're here. We're going to go to our next pack. Journey Together. Journey Together is pack number 2. That's going to be Wayne. Wayne, are you here? Wayne, you got your 15 seconds to claim starting now. Wayne must comment that he is in attendance or he sacrifices his pack. Kyle showing the love there. First Heart, Surging Sparks going to Kyle. Must be present to play King of the Hill, guys. That's what we do here on ITL. Free King of the Hill Magic. Take home the stack just by being here and participating. We appreciate all of you for being with us tonight and participating. This is what it's all about. Share tonight's stream. We appreciate it. Wayne, 5-second call. 5 seconds, Wayne. If no Wayne, we move on. This is for a Journey Together pack. A Journey Together pack here for the King of the Hill. No Wayne, and we move forward. Let's see who it's going to be. Journey Together is Jaden Cantu. Jaden Cantu. Jaden, are you here? Jaden, did you stay? Will you be taking home a chance or getting a chance to take home? Put an emoji in there. Give me the thumbs up, Jaden. Five-second warning. I know there's a delay with Facebook, and I know he's a Facebook watcher, so I'm going to give that 5-second warning. All right. I think we're moving on, Luke. I think we're moving on. Luke gives me the head nod. We keep rolling. Who wants the Journey Together pack? That or he just doesn't want a Journey Together pack. It's one of the two. It could be one of those. This one's going to be Wesley. Wesley, I think I saw you comment. Wesley, give me the thumbs up. We're good to go here. I'm pretty sure I saw you put Let's Go ITL right when we were rolling. So Wesley getting the Journey Together pack. He's in the King of the Hill session. And we go on to our next pack. Our next pack is going to be Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals is pack number 3. Good luck to all of you on the wheel. Here we go. Wesley is here. Confirmation on the screen. Who's taking home the Destined Rivals pack and playing? It is Alvin. Alvin, let's go. Alvin, tell me you stuck around. You didn't disappear on me. Alvin commented as well. Alvin getting on to the King of the Hill tonight. Who's going to take home our wonderful hill tonight? We're about to find out. Alvin says, I'm here. That's 3 packs down. Our next pack is Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution coming out here. Who's it going to be? 5 wonderful names on the screen. Good luck to all of you. Mega Evolution is the pack. It's going to be Brandon McCann. Brandon, are you still here? I checked the history here. Did Brandon comment? I haven't seen a Brandon comment in a minute. Is Brandon McCann here? I need to know. Shame, shame, Brandon. Shame, shame. Come on, Brandon. 5-second warning. No, Brandon McCann means the Mega Evolution stays alive. Luke, good to move on this one. Luke gives me the head nod. Here we go. 4 people left. 2 packs. Who's it going to be? This one is Chris Mejia. Chris Mejia getting the Mega Evolutions pack. Chris Mejia getting Mega Evolutions. Chris, tell me you stuck around, my guy. I appreciate your support as always. Chris Mejia, Jerry, Chris Harbin, Christian Bettis, our final 3 on this board for the Phantasmal Flames blister that's left. Chris Mejia has to claim the Mega Evolution. Chris, are you here? 5-second warning. You commented fire emojis just 6 minutes ago, my guy. Come on. There he is. There he is. All right. Chris Mejia in prime fashion. We have Christian Bettis, Chris Harbin, and Jerry Flores for the final 3 spots here on the wheel. Phantasmal Flames, the pack that's going to be going home to somebody in this hill. Who is it going to be? Good luck to all 3 of you. Here we go. This is going to be close. It's between the Chris's. It is going to be Chris Harbin. Chris Harbin, are you here? I think I saw you put an emoji earlier. I got you, Chris. Just a small delay on Facebook. I got you. Chris Harbin, did you stick around? Luckily, I'm not a betting man on the wheel because I would have definitely bet Christian Bettis on that one because he has been chasing for that Charizard. And I just don't know. I got the emojis. We have our 5. We have. I think Christian says rig. Christian says rig. I do love this opportunity, and because you're Jerry, are you here? Jerry, I know Christian's here, but Jerry, are you here? Jerry Flores, if you're here, then I'll just proceed forward with the 5. If Jerry's not here, Christian, I'm gonna throw a pack. We'll just make it 6. We'll throw a hill of 6. I don't think Jerry commented earlier. I don't see comments from Jerry. All right, Christian. I'm not gonna call it rigged. I'm gonna pull an Obsidian Flames pack for you, guy. You're going to be the final pack for the King of the Hill section. Let's get this going, guys. I'm going to transition to my other view. Luke's going to stay on screen and do a little dance for you guys, not Evo Sky as you wish. Let's go over. We're going to do our rip session. Picks and rips tonight with ITL. Welcome to everybody joining us. 37 on Facebook. We have 209 of you guys across other platforms. Welcome. Please share tonight's stream. We're thankful you guys are all here with us. I'm going to transition off. I'm going to take the wheel off your screen. I'm going to bring on our cop cam. Let's see how that looks while we're here. It's a little small, but we're going to get me off in just a moment and transition the mic. Just Luke, let's get this right first. Let me do this. Before I do that. How about now? All right. Yeah. Say hi, Buzz.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys. We're good. Luke, talk to me. I want to make sure I can hear you.
Yes, sir. You got me? Hello? The Longhorns suck.
I don't hear you at all. It must be me, though. Let me see if I can transition that off.
The Cowboys suck. Obviously, Chad, he did not hear me. Obviously. The Cowboys haven't been to a Super Bowl since the 90s. Nope, nothing there, chat. Nothing there either. Strange. Kevin Durant's washed up. Nope, nothing there. Interesting. Interesting, chat.
So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to make the experience better. We have a different camera angle. So this is a test on this for our Whatnot stream tomorrow. So we will be on live tomorrow.
Yeah.
I did not admit. Oh, wait, is that Luke? Oh, Luke, everybody can hear Luke. I just can't hear Luke. So it makes sense. See, I don't know why I can't hear Luke. So we're going to find out right now.
I don't know.
How about now, Luke? Say something.
How about now? How about now?
Just not working for me, huh?
Whoa.
Well, we'll try this. We'll try this out a different way then. Let me bring over the headset from what we were using before. And I still have your packs. We haven't lost out in the packs.
Do not hear you.
How about now?
Now we do.
All right, there we go. Much better.
Mucho better.
Let's go ahead and cancel my screen. There's no point in having me up. And we will do this. Now, you guys see my hands okay? Everything look okay on screen?
Yep.
I think we're in a good space there. All right. Welcome to the wall. It's nothing like the Clippers, but it has all the hits that are happening for tomorrow night's pool box. You guys see the pool box as well back there. We'll put the hits up here from the hill in front of us. We have our wonderful, wonderful base set Charizard for tomorrow pool box session. We have the Articuno from Journey Together as well as the Latios from Surging Sparks and some of the featured hits. The wall is here, guys. The wall is in front of us. All those hits inside the pool box as well as those packs. And then for our February cost session, we have all of our Japanese booster boxes getting ready for that Lovebirds GX happening in February. The Lovebirds, the February King of the Hill. And for those of you who don't know what King of the Hill is, that is why we're doing this very, very session for a tutorial basis and why I have Mark absolutely clipping the hell out of this so we can teach you guys what King of the Hill is. So without further ado, let me show you guys a little bit about what King of the Hill is. And first off and foremost, our first person is Kyle Skolsky. Kyle Skolsky going to set the bar here. Again, King of the Hill in true fashion and form comes out from getting hits from packs and building a hill of packs. That's what it's made for. And then you win the hill. That's what true King of the Hill fashion is. And so when it comes to Surging Sparks, you're looking for that rainbow border. And so the practice here is to open these rip these packs on screen when we don't have a camera on us. But when we do have a camera, I can rip it really in front of me or off to the side. So here we go. One to the front here, and we take the HP on these cards and we add it. Nothing on the energy, and you can see we have 80 points at the top to start things off here. 80, 60 is 140, 140 and 40 is 180, 180 and 130 is 310. Trainers get 100, that's 410, 410 and 120 is going to be 530, 530 and 100 is 630, 630 and 100 is 730, 730 and 120 is 850, 850 and 120 is going to get a starting score of 970, 970 for Kyle Skolsky. No hit on the surgeon. And so we look for our first hit out of this King of the Hill. But 970 is the mark for Kyle. Kyle starts to score off with 970. And the rip portion of tonight is going to start there. Mark, you really took advantage of me not having a mic, huh? So we started with our next pack. Wesley coming in with Journey Together. Journey Together, the first one. GG's to Kyle, hoping that 970 is enough to win everybody's rips here. Good luck to you. Who do you think is going to win on this pack? Just Luke, what pack do you like?
I got the Dustin Rivals. I think Dustin Rivals is going to get it this time.
Yeah. I'd love to see a big hit come out of these two. I want to see something just massive come out. It'd be wonderful to end tonight's stream. Energy for Wesley, we get started. 110 to start off, 210 off the rip. 280 and 70 is 350, 350 and 120 is 470, 570. 570 and 100 is 670. 670 and 90 is going to get us up to 860. 860 and 150 is going to get us up to 10-10 on that one. Wesley officially takes the lead in King of the Hill, 10-10, but he needs a hit here to make something happen. 10-10 and 160s, 1170. No big hit yet out of this hill. And through Surging Sparks and Journey Together, still no hit on our hit board, and the hill grows here. So now you see the stack of cards growing. Wesley officially in the lead. We said 10-10 plus 160. That's 1170. 1170 Wesley. Kyle's officially eliminated from this mini King of the Hill. But let's see who takes home the stack. Kyle, don't go anywhere. Destined Rivals for Alvin. Alvin, good luck here. He's looking to steal this one. Alvin, first-time cosplayer, I believe. Alvin and I just did a couple of deals. Those booster boxes, part of it. Appreciate you, Alvin. You want me to recount that pack, Christian? I will. I'll go back and recount in just a second. 1170 is the unofficial score for Wesley. And again, when an admin says recount, we recount. Here we go. 90. 90 and 90 is 80. 80 and 70 is 90 and 90 is 180. 180 and 70 is 250. 250 and 70 is going to be 320. 320 and 100 is 420. 420 and 130 is 550. 550 and 100 is 650. 750. 750 and 120 is 870. 870 and 150 is going to get us up to 1020. We need a hit. 1020 and 170 is 1190. We have another new leader through 3 packs. Destined Rivals builds to the hill, 1190, but no big hit yet for tonight. And we will go back through, we'll go back through Wesley's pack right here. Alvin, the new leader for tonight. We're going to go backwards here on this one, Christian. 160, 160, and 150 is 310, 400, 500, 600, 720, 720, and 70 is 790, 790 and 70 is going to be 860, 960, 960 and 110 is 1070. Is that right? 1070?
Yep, 1070.
I think I had 1170 before, so I was 100 off. Counting fast. Yep, 1070 on that one. Anyways, new leader is Alvin. Alvin at 1190 now. And we move on to our Mega Evolution. This is going to be Chris Mejia. Chris Mejia with the Mega Evolution blister. Good luck, my guy. Here we go. Let's get some fire emojis in the chat for Chris. Here we go. 4th pack into King of the Hill. Chris Mejia looking for a dub. Good luck. Trying to beat 1190. 100 off the rip. 130. 130 and 70 is 200. 270. 270 and 60 is 330. 330 and 150 is going to come up to 480. 480 and 100 is 580. 580 and 150 is going to take us up to 630. 630 and 70 is 700. And nothing on the back. 850 low pack on Mega for Chris. Chris gets eliminated. Wesley, Chris officially eliminated. Alvin sitting at 1190, but the hill grows with no hits. The hill grows. Phantasmal here for Chris Harbin. Chris Harbin looking for the hit that separates them until Christian's final pack here in King of the Hill. Phantasmal Flames for Chris Harbin. Good luck, guy. Here we go. Chris Harbin with the 5th pack magic comes up here. 70. 70 and 70 is 140. 140 and 60 is 200. 280. 280 and 100 is 300. 420. 520. 520 and 130 is 650. 650 and the Buneri comes out to 720. 720 and the Mega Gengar comes out. 720 and 350. Is it enough though? 1070 on that one, and it's not enough. The Gengar comes out as the first hit out of this stack, and the current hill leader still Alvin through the 5 packs, and we're on final. Obsidian Flames here. Chris Harbin getting the first mini hit. A hit's a hit on ITL. No big hit yet. The mini pot is about to end tonight's episode. We appreciate all of you for being here. Thank you guys. Let's wrap this up. Obsidian Flame, the final pack. Last pack, Magic Biscuit, hashtag LPM. Inside the chat, Christian trying to play spoiler, and then I'll give Luke the sign-off cue, and then we will be out for the night. Here we go. Good luck to you, Christian. Good luck to everybody. And thank you to everybody who played tonight. 1 to the front on Obsidian, and we get started here. It's a good sign on the Flame. 70, 70 and 30s, 100, 160, 220 and 150 is 370, 470, 470 and 130 is 600, 690, 690, 50 is 740, and nothing on the back. Alvin Criddle. Ivan Criddle is the current winner of the King of the Hill mini cost tonight with an 1190 score. Congratulations to you, Alvin. The stack goes home. The baby hit Gengar goes home with you as well. Congratulations to you. We'll get this all packaged up and hand delivered at just Luke. Tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at King of Hearts 82 on Twitch and on X. Ernest, it's been a great season. We still have a couple more weeks left. It's been great talking sports with you guys. And the last thing I want to say is hug your loved ones. It's a crazy world out there. If you're having a mental health crisis, dial 988. They have the resources that you need to get you out of your mental health crisis at any point in time. And Ernest, always a pleasure, my man.
Absolutely appreciate you, man. That's tonight's episode, guys. Season 8, episode 27 here for you guys. Good luck with your picks this week. Play smart. Don't just throw money away, and don't bet money you don't have, guys. Gambling is a true addiction. We don't want you guys to fall down that path, just like Pokemon. But good luck to all of you. We appreciate you guys. See you guys tomorrow night. Poolbox will be here for the base set Zard. The base set Zard is going home. Somebody for the pool book. We'll be live on Whatnot tomorrow night. Come catch us. Come get in the action. We appreciate all of you. Have a great night. Alvin with the strong arm. Peace out, guys. Bye. What is going on, guys? We're live at the card show at Ambassador Hall. ITL Poke Protocol in full effect. 800 and the Sturdy Ford Pikachu comes out! Let's go! And the Sturdy Ford Pika is found! The 10 and the Zard! Yeah! Let's go! A Charizard Armor 151 gets pulled! Congratulations to Sergio. Very excited. Sergio, come on up, Sergio. iTL's Poke Protocol's final sign-off. Doc E. Here in Ambassador Hall, San Antonio, Texas. Peace out.